All right, good morning, everybody. Back up here at Hanging Rock. It's beginning of October. Time's not changed, so it's dark a little earlier here. Normally at 7 the sun's up. It's kind of dark heading out, but you can see the sun's coming up over the pond. A lot of steam coming up. Really pretty morning. The started out here a little bit hard to see, but get down here in the trees, it's quite a bit darker, but just in time. Head up to the tower, and then we'll see from there. Might go back over toward Cook's Wall or who knows where else. Just get some steps in, and it's about 47 degrees this morning. It's nice and cool. Got on shorts and a very thin hoodie. You can see how dark it is on the trail here. It's I don't know what this video is even gonna look like, but we'll see. Let me get up a little further and let the sun get up a little bit, and I'll be back with you here in a minute. All right, just came up from down there. Still headed up this way. We just wanted to show you the sun on the face of the mountain there. A little bit of sunrise back that way. If we were up top, we would have seen it come over the horizon, but really pretty coming up the hill. You can start to see the leaves changing. So let's see what it looks like up top. All right, just came up from that way. The sign says it's 1.8 back to the lake parking lot. That's where I left. It's a swimming area. If I go back this way, which I probably will, it says it's 2.6, but I don't know if that's to the end of the loop or back to the parking lot. I can't remember, but I am right here at the lookout tower. The last little bit of the climb. I think when I come back down, I don't know if I've showed you the balance rock or not. May have in an early video maybe, but we'll step over there on the way back down. So hold tight. The sun, it's always coming up right over the Hanging Rock. By the time I get here, it's blinding. It's looking back toward Winston. It's the plume from the steam station. You see the clouds laying low in some spots. Starting to see a hint of the leaves changing. More clouds laying low down there too. Pilot Mountain, Sartown Mountain. Yeah. Really pretty this morning. Just down from the lookout tower. Pretty sure I've been here with y'all before. It's Balance Rock. Well, you can see, but it's just sitting there, only connected by one really small spot. You go up around this side. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that's it. And this is just off of the main trail. Just I don't know, 10 yards, maybe. As the leaves get off the trees, you can see it better. We are back to the intersection. That's back down the steps the way I came up. This is going around the loop. And that's up to the tower. So I think I'm going around the loop and see what kind of views we can find this way. I didn't go through the lake parking lot, swimming area parking lot where I was at, where I'm parked at. I just cut through and stayed on the Mountains to Sea Trail over here to the Visitor Center parking lot. There's a few more people over here on this side. There's probably only 6 or 8 cars over in that parking lot, and I've only seen 4 people on the trail. And I don't understand. 95 degrees in the summertime, and you pass people one after the other on the trail. I've passed 4 people today, and the weather couldn't be any prettier. Maybe they'll come out this afternoon, but a little scenic overlook here. This is literally right on the Visitor Center parking lot for you. So we'll turn around and see if we can zoom in a little bit there on Hanging Rock, as far as it wants to zoom. Yep, just a little peek. I'm gonna make my way around here. A couple of vendors are set up, and then head back over to the truck. I might not really a gear review, but just show you a little bit about my pack and some of the things I carry and why. When I get back over there and grab, where there's not many people here, I can stop under one of the shelters or grab a picnic table right there and maybe go through it a little bit for you to add a little something. I've been meaning to do that for a while and just hadn't done it. So it's a pretty day out and not a lot of folks over that way. So I'll be back shortly. Give y'all a little look at the lake here, walking back to the visitor center over to the swimming area parking lot. It's just as calm as it can be. Really pretty this morning. Just came up from the parking lot. You can see the swimming area parking lot. Just walking up. This is #1 shelter. It's a pretty good little hike up above the campground. Well, I say the campground, parking lot. And it looks like there's some bathroom facilities up there. First time I've been up here to this shelter. Yep. Fireplace on each end. Yep. Trash cans to keep the critters out. Yep. Let me slip my pack off. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. Tried to film just a little bit of this at Hanging Rock when I was done, but there was a little more traffic and not a real good spot. So back here at home, back on the deck, got the morning hike out of the way up to the lookout tower, back down. I ended up adding a little on to the end, got 6.5 miles, about 1,700 feet of elevation gain, which is good hike this morning. Cool, about 47 degrees starting out. High today is supposed to be 72, and surprisingly I only saw like 3 or 4 people on the trail. It's always funny to me, you go up here in June, July, August, and it's 95 degrees out, and you pass somebody just constantly, the trail's full. But this beautiful weather we got, the leaves starting to change, and it's hardly anybody out there. But I was going to give you a little rundown on my little day pack and just what I carry and why I carry it. Some of the stuff I don't have a good reason for, it's just in here. But this is Osprey Manta 24. I got this about 1.5 years ago at REI. Went over and got fitted. Size, let's see, I'm a torso's 19 inches. So they measure you and they get you in the ballpark. And that's a good idea if you're going to get a pack, to get measured to see about what you need, because somebody taller than you could actually need a smaller pack. It's all got to do with torso length. But at the end of it all, the main thing, even if the numbers don't match, if the pack fits and it's comfortable and you can wear it for a long period of time, that's the key. So just make sure you got something that's comfortable and it does what you want. It's not too big, not too small, and it'll carry whatever you need to. This is probably a little bit more than I need for a day pack, but I can overnight hike in it if I wanted to. So yeah, it's been pretty good, holding up real well. No tears, no rips, no anything. It's got 2 hip belt pockets. I don't use these. I'm kind of bigger and they're around behind me, and I can get them open sometimes and get stuff out of them, but I can't ever get them back zipped closed once I have, and then I tend to drop everything. So they're just kind of there. One of them doesn't have anything in it. One of them's got a buff that I picked up at Trail Days in Damascus. For the shoulder straps, this is the way they came. They've got a little bungee hook right here where you can add something to. I added on this chamois like material thing. I use it as like a sweat rag, so keep it stuffed in a little pocket. Picked this up at REI also, and once it dries back out, it's almost dry from today, but in the real hot summertime when I'm sweating real bad and I wipe off with it, it's kind of like a cooling towel. So when I go back to wipe again, I got a cool, refreshing feeling wiping the sweat off. And I'll wash it every once in a while and just keep it in that little pack. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. That's pretty much it for the front of the pack. So if we come around here to the side, got a pocket over here on the side. It's a matching pocket on the, actually it's one on each side just alike. Nothing in here. Let's see. There's a strap in there where you could hook something, but they're great for carrying water bottles and all. And what I've got in there is I've got my Sawyer Squeeze on the little bottle, and it depends on where I'm at and how long I'm hiking, and especially in the summertime, might need to stop and get a little extra water. Might not have enough. I carry 2.5 liters in my pack, and we'll see that here shortly. So as we come around to the other side, I'm going to show you that other pocket. There's nothing in it right now, but the selfie stick and tripod setup that I'm using to hold my phone up right now, that's what's usually slipped down in here. Trek poles, got a spot to hold them, carry them. If I'm hiking, I've got them in my hands, and the rest of the time I just put them right here. That way when I'm traveling in the vehicle and got it hung up anywhere, I don't lose them and leave them. These are cheap. I say cheap. I think they're about 60 bucks. I got them on Amazon. It's called the Fit Life. They're carbon fiber. I liked the little rubber tips for road walking on the rocks at Hanging Rock, and after a while I had wore through the rubber tips, and now my little carbon fiber ends are out. So I've just left it like that, no change. I've had these for over a year, done real well, got the cork handles. Very pleased with them. Let's see, I've got a REI hoodie right here I had on this morning. It's real thin, lightweight, just because it was cool first thing, and after about 200 yards I got to take it off because I'm sweating. So this pack's got a stretchy back pocket where you can just sort of cram things in. I keep a little sit pad in there, opens up. I've used this camping as to put my knees on, getting in and out of the tent, but I mainly got it for when I'm hiking. If I want to take a break, have a snack, I can put it down on a rock if it's wet or cold, and that way it doesn't get me wet and cold. I can do the same thing if I'm going to like sit down on a tree or a stump or something. I'm not getting wet. And the rocks, you get real cold quick sitting on rocks. So that's the reason I got that. Now I use the rest of this just maybe stuff some trash or something in. Maybe if somebody's hiking with me, I can drop their water bottle in it and they can get in and out with it all the time. So it's pretty handy in and out. I got a little carabiner here. I don't even know what I've got it on there for. It's just there, just like this one on the side. So this thing's got another little side access pocket. It's got a mesh spot in there. I've never put anything in it. I just don't carry a whole lot of stuff, truly carry a whole lot of stuff with me. And as you'll see as we go through here, the next spot we'll look at is this little pocket up top. It's just a great place to throw stuff. This is where I put my keys, my fob to the truck, Where I went camping and took this pack, I've got the Patch Kit glue stuff for my sleeping pad. I've got some Element drink mix. I've got a protein bar that's probably been in there for 2 or 3 months in case I got hungry and needed something and hadn't brought anything. And I've got a 10,000 milliamp battery pack if I needed to charge my phone where I'm doing the video, and or if a lot of stuff's left in there where I camped and I thought I might need it. Also got, well, that's part of my Sawyer Squeeze. There's a bottle cap bidet in here, and then there's some patch material for my tent too. So a little bit of stuff left in there from where I camped with it, but that's just a little quick access. It's not real deep. You can put stuff to get to real quick. Before I get to the main big pocket, I'll show you how the water bladder is set up. This thing unzips. The bladder hangs from the top right here with this little clip set up. You can just pick it up, pop it through the hole, and it's loose. And then over here I can pop my hose loose, and now I'm getting water everywhere. And then there's my bag. Yep, 2.5 liters. That's 85 ounces. I fill that up in the morning, and you can see it's cool out, and I did not drink hardly any. A lot of days in the summertime, in 5 miles, I'll drink this 1.5 of these just because I'm sweating so much, but it's not so bad right now. I'm gonna leave that out. It's just a standard bag. The top slides off, fill it up. I'll make sure I'll dump it here in a little while. I don't ever leave water in it, and also blow my hose out real good. And then that compartment right there, I don't store anything else. I just leave room for the bag, the water bag, and it's kind of got its own spot. So the next compartment is the main storage, the big storage compartment for this pack. And the more stuff you put in here, the more it pushes on the bladder. So if you fill this up and you can fill your water bladder up, it's hard to get the water bladder back in. But once you get it all in there, it all does fine. It rides fine. It fits good. As for the things that are in here, now this is where I carry some stuff that I probably really don't need, and I just do it out of habit, I guess. But I got a meal. This is, I don't even know what this is. This is Alpine Air. This is a chicken pot pie meal. It's one of the little dehydrated meals. I think it's like considered 2 servings in that pack, and that's for if I wanted to go out and spend the whole day and say do 5 or 6 miles this morning and then do the rest in the evening, and I needed to heat me up some lunch. And inside that I carry my little Tokes cup, and it's got the I think it's the MSR burner that's in there. Everybody in camping is very familiar with them. Got an extra pair of Darn Tough socks. Let's see, I've got a change of shirt, and I heard my spoon hit the ground. So got a little spoon in there for my food, and a pair of underwear, and some toilet paper, just in case. And that's it. That's it from the day pack. The days that I have hiked out of this, let's see here. There's my little spoon. It's kind of a long handled spoon. I got it at one of the camping stores just for being able to eat out of those freeze-dried bags right there. And I've been putting it down in here on top of the clothes, and that way it doesn't rub a hole in my bag as I'm out moving around and things. Stuff back in there just a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the Manta 24 liter. Carries plenty of water for me. I can carry some other stuff for other folks if anybody's with me. Fits really good. I am very pleased with this pack. Like I say, this is my day pack. When I started hiking, I was just carrying a bottle of water with me, carrying it in my hand, or carrying like a protein shaker bottle with some water in it, and it didn't take long to where I could really feel my shoulders would get tired and hurting, and my traps and my neck, and I was like, I've got to do something different. So the closest outfitter to where I live is an REI, so that's why I rode over there and ended up getting this pack, and been very, very pleased with it. I do have a Durston Capua 55 that's going to be my overnight pack. So if I'm going to hike, spend a night on like a foothills trail, for instance, something where you're going to be out a couple days, that's the pack that I'll put my tent, sleep system, and everything in. It's a 55 liter, and I'll have a video on it later on once I get to using it more. But right now I just use this Osprey. Got the little air suspension, helps keep cool in the summertime, and it's been a real good pack for me. And, that's pretty much it for the pack rundown. The rest of my gear I keep up with. I started out hiking in regular tennis shoes, and I got a pair of Hoka Speed Goats that I really liked, and if I was a runner on trail, that's probably what I'd use all the time. But they have a lot more heel support, and seems like a lot of cushion. And then once I kind of wore that pair out, I switched over to try the Ultra Lone Peak 9s, and they're a 0 drop, so they're a very flat shoe. And I tend to notice that I like the flatter shoes better than stuff with a lot more raised heels. So these so far are doing good. I think these have got a little over 100 miles on them, and so far so good. I do know that they dry out very quick once I get my feet wet, and along with those and the Darn Tough socks have been a really good combination. So the times that I get my feet wet, it seems like you dry out quick and you really don't even notice that your feet are wet. And, you know, a lot of creek crossings, that Indian Creek Trail up there at Hang Rock, it's got like 8 creek crossings on it. So if the water's up a little bit, you're gonna have some wet feet. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Again, went to Hang Rock, went to the tower at the beginning, 6.5 miles, 1,700 feet elevation gain, and a little bit of a pack rundown. See if I can't get y'all something out for next week. I know I've been doing all hiking videos, but it's going to be more to the channel than just hiking. Probably going to film you a few cooking videos coming up, and some different activities like that. So thanks for watching, and see you next week.